guys. Okay, we're live. I don't even know if anybody's going to show up. I didn't really feel like doing when I had to edit. Not that I do a ton of editing. But, let's see, is this working? Alright. Ah, we're back. Okay. Well, this isn't, for some reason, doing really well. Hopefully we can keep enough of a connection going on. I'm just working in the garden, trying to harvest some of the sweet potatoes. I'm doing one bed today. Hopefully I'll get the other bed done tomorrow. And I just wanted to show you guys what we have here. So we have a 4-foot by 8-foot bed that is roughly 2 feet tall, or 2 feet deep, however you want to put it. In here, soil-wise, is super soil, peat moss, vermiculite, and sand. Pretty much all of those, and there's not an exact measurement here. These are both white and purple sweet potatoes. So I'm sure I have they like to grow really long. So they can break pretty easy. So you can see this one has white flesh, and actually the texture is more like a white potato. And then the purple ones, I was looking to see if I had a purple. That's a white. That one's a white one. I like the white ones better. This one's a purple that I broke. So I don't know if you can see that, see the purple. So the white ones are my favorite. But all I did was I pulled off all the sweet potato vines. You can see there. And those will go in the compost and break down to feed our compost pile. And it did really well for keeping the weeds down in between the beds. It's almost no weeds. So basically I just pulled all those off, and then I just started to slowly work the soil gently to break these out and pull them out, and then we'll box them up and take them in the house, and then they will be laid out so they can cure. And I'm probably going to can some of them, and then we'll eat the rest fresh. And hopefully some of them will make it through the winter, and then I will use those to get my sweet potato slips off next year. But you can see this soil, they like really, really loose, loamy soil. So this is really nice and loose. I'm going to still have to run the fork through the bed probably one more time just to make sure I didn't miss any, and hopefully I don't break them in the process. But yeah, we're doing sweet potatoes. That's the other bed. You can see how awesome it is. Now I will tell you one thing, protect your sweet potatoes, because the deer love sweet potato vines and they will totally eat the tops and decimate them. We haven't had too much trouble, but the deer did find my garden about a week and a half ago. They've been in here eating some of the tops. I guess I can show you where they've been doing that. See here, that's where they've been coming in here and starting to eat on that. They've been reaching over we've got 2 strands of wire, and they've been eating the green beans that are over there, the late green beans we had, and then they have eaten most of my lettuce over here. So, I mean, the line is hot, but they're just hopping over it. So we're going to have to put a 3rd strand all the way at the top to keep them off of it. I'm having trouble seeing because of the sun to try to turn this thing around. There we go. So, yeah, not a very long video today. And I'm so sorry. I do not know the names of these varieties. I just know that one's the white, and I believe it's a Japanese variety. And then we've been cleaning out these beds to prep them to start amending them again. We'll probably be filling at least 1 to 2 of these with garlic. Here's my celery. Let's see, hang on. Celery, there we go. This is a Utah variety. It's Utah something. So you can see it's not really thick, and it might grow a lot thicker stalks if, maybe it doesn't have exactly what it needs, but it looks really good. I plan on cutting this all off, and I'll probably dehydrate a lot of it, especially the leaves, so I can use it in soups and things like that. This is my first year growing celery, so I didn't do too bad. I started them from seed. I got the seeds from Baker Creek. We have not had good luck with carrots this year, so I'm going to move my carrot beds probably more up that way, because then I will be able to water them better, because I don't think that I'm watering them enough, which is why the seeds are taking longer to germinate, because I was really careful not to cover them very much. And we put them out, I think, 6 weeks ago, which the carrots can take a while to germinate, but I put them out about 6 weeks ago and they still really haven't done anything. So we got our broccoli in a little bit late. The cabbage really didn't come up very well, but the broccoli looks like we might hopefully get some before frost. So see, look at my poor lettuce. The deer keep eating it. But there's the broccoli, and what did germinate is actually looking really nice. So I'm really hoping that I actually get some broccoli. And then up here is all the squashes, and they're starting to not look very pretty because it's getting cooler. We've had some cooler nights. We've had most days lately it's been in the 70s, couple days in the 80s, but at night it's getting in the 50s and 60s, and they're just not really liking that quite so much. They're slowing down in production and the leaves are starting to die off. Hopefully the rest of my spaghetti squash will cure, because we still got quite a bit in there. And we've got one acorn squash that we planted later on that's been producing some fruit, so hopefully it'll do good. You can see the high tunnels over there. There's the chicken tractor with the meat birds in it, so pasture-raised meat birds. I've got 25 more coming, so those will go in the barn, and then when they're big enough, they'll go outside into a chicken tractor as well. These will probably be processed in about 2 weeks. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of organic material, isn't it? So this was, well, we did pull and check this bed about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, and we got a decent amount. It filled up one of my big flat tomato boxes full. So there's this plus that flat that we harvested just out of one bed, and I'm pretty happy with that, considering last year the deer ate all my tops and I didn't get any. There we are. All right, I'm going to sign off now. I hope everybody's having a great day. Happy gardening.